in this GSL Codes match.
Welcome to GSL Cloud Kingdom.
All right, guys, let's go in the bottom left. Making it look easy. Is he going to make it continue to look this easy, or he's going to have a hard time? Sorry, terrible intro. He is
MVP Sniper.
You know, sometimes I think that I have like something good packaged in my head, and then as it starts to come out, I'm like, no. Sorry about that. In the upper right, we got our Protoss player. He needs to win these next 2 games and then go on to defeat Hart. Can he do it? Or will it be only Koreans in the GSL Codes? He is
NaNiWa.
You know, one of the things that I really respect about NaNiWa, because we have a lot of players, we've talked to them personally, I'm not going to name them, but you know, some players come out here, whether they just train with Koreans or actually make it into a GSL. That's a nice statue, by the way. Yeah, that's a Protoss in his underpants.
Wow.
He's got a fanny pack on. You know, a lot of these players come out here, and you know, they play even on the ladder. They're like, "Whoa, I don't want to be a pro gamer out here. This is too hard."
Yeah, that
I think I can make more money, you know, being in the States or in Europe.
And the truth is, they can.
They can. And you know what? That's fine. That's their prerogative. But NaNiWa, there's something about this guy where he actually just wants to be the very, very best. He's not satisfied. And you know, the truth is, NaNiWa already completely pillaged the non-Korean scene.
He did. He's done a great job out there, and
yeah.
I have a very special respect. You know, it's totally reasonable to be like, well, I just want to make more money and be, you know, out in the scene, winning more tournaments, playing more tournaments. But there's a certain respect that you have to give a player that gives those things up in pursuit of perfection of their play.
Yeah,
and
in pursuit of being the best.
He is one of the only foreigners that really is totally committing themselves out here. Of course, Sase is almost always in Korea as well. Another player you have to give insane respect to.
You absolutely do.
There's so many players that come out for a little bit, which is great, and it really helps.
And that's a good life experience.
It certainly
go
is.
To a foreign country and go to
these
StarCraft Nation.
These guys that truly just are out here dedicating themselves completely to the hardest place that there is, where it's like ridiculous. And of course, there's some Team Liquid guys that are out here all the time, like Huck and stuff as well.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
I mean, you got to take your hats off to that, man. It's a big difference.
And so part of me really wants, you know, NaNiWa to do well, but this is going to be a tough road.
Yeah. Right now, it's looking like NaNiWa's doing pretty much the same build. You know, he's gotten the quick forge. You know, he went for the 1 gate into Nexus. We'll see if he starts at +1 in a second here when he actually has that 100 gas. And yeah, he does. Okay, so this is basically the same build that we're seeing from him. The probe was seen exiting, but I guess Sniper actually wasn't looking, because if he had just put a Zergling on that probe, then NaNiWa would not be in a good mood right now.
Well, I'm surprised he even sent the probe out like that, because it went right under the Overlord. It's not like that's a secret hiding spot for Overlords. That's like,
oh, yeah, of course.
That's like where you put it, you know.
Yeah. And a Zergling was right next to him too. You know, I think he clicked his Zergling away and then went back home to.
Well, I mean, I don't want to get super meta, but he might also, if it's going to be the same strat, he might just be like, well, I just do the same thing and I stop it.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
This is like when you get like super meta stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it might be harder for them because NaNiWa's good to play in some of their kind of different game. But if he's like, okay, it looks like it's coming. And again here, I know he's chopped up the locations of the gateways. So
he's going 5 gates right away this time. This is a little bit different.
Yep.
And he's still on just the 1 gas. He has a single sentry about to pop, so this should be almost completely Zealots. Is the sentry might be for defense, for counterattacks. Well, that +1 and speed is finishing up. 5 roaches already on the way. That's going to be pretty painful for NaNiWa.
I don't know if this is going to work.
Yeah, it's looking like it could be hard, but we will see in a second here. Nice position for those Zealots with the +1, doing a great deal of damage. Their brother's trying to come save them.
Yeah.
Too late.
Just in the last second, he takes those out. Now he sees a pylon.
Yeah.
Oh, he sees this other one over here too.
Yeah, gets that close
I don't
one.
think he's going to be able to get that one in time.
And NaNiWa's warping in as many Stalkers as he can, and that's going to allow him to actually micro against the Roaches a bit better than we saw last time. Last time he was pure Zealots, this time he has the Stalkers as well, which is great. Can he actually get something done here? The Zergling's trying to come over and hit the Stalkers.
And he's actually doing a fantastic job of this.
Oh, and actually, he got him out of there. Great moves there by NaNiWa, but he's taking some damage.
Both guys microing very well. Now, this next warping round is really important.
Yeah.
There are 26 Zerglings on the way, but he made 4 Zealots, so he actually preempted that.
Yeah, this is absolutely fantastic for NaNiWa so far. And the Zergling's getting around so well, but the Zealot's getting area on him. And look at that, NaNiWa keeping so many units alive.
All right, he's coming down here now. Smart move here is you got to get this though. He does.
And now the other one is definitely going down, and that means no more reinforcements. Was such a smart move by Sniper.
Yeah, really smart. Notice he's continuing to try to get this hatch here.
Yeah, he needs to kill the hatch off.
I think he's going to get it no matter what.
Yeah, he'll get it, but he might lose all his units.
I think he will lose all his units, actually.
Yeah, Broodling's going to come out helping a lot. Zergling's surrounded the Stalkers. That's it for his army. He killed the hatch, but at what price? Right now, NaNiWa has 39 probes in a sentry. So, I mean, he's ahead economy-wise.
How many drones? Okay.
Yeah, it's only 33 drones, but there's 35 Lings and 2 Queens out, another Hatcher in the way, so he's going to be able to repopulate pretty quickly. He doesn't have to be scared of anything for a little bit because he has a good number of Lings as well.
And here's another pylon that's going to be taken out. Now we see, looks like the Sniper's just going to poke in here. See what, he probably just check out. Actually, I didn't check, I think there's no blur there, sorry. But yeah, he's just going to come out here. And try to, actually going to try to get a force field forced out here.
Yeah, there's too many force fields.
And that was actually smart. Yeah. That was a smart move, actually, for him to get that pylon. He took out that one pylon outside the base, so if he takes that one to the front, there's a high chance NaNiWa's going to be supply blocked.
That's true.
And he was for just a second.
Yeah, and I love watching NaNiWa with force fields. This is something that you used to bring up a lot, Tasteless, where he doesn't force field to the last second. Like, it looked like those Lings might run in. You're playing on the ladder, those Lings probably try to go in there, but NaNiWa's waiting for that. He wants free Zerglings. He's a bargain hunter.
He's got his coupons and everything.
Yeah, man. All right, so NaNiWa is going into Blink, is getting +2 attack as well. Not a bad follow-up choice, to be honest. Just a lot of Blink Stalkers. It's a strong strategy, as many Zergs know already.
Now, I don't know where to go from here. I just actually had nothing to say. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Well, NaNiWa taking his 3rd base. He's going to continue the Stalker production as much as he possibly can. He's a little bit behind on gas. He got his 2nd, 3rd, and 4th gas pretty darn late to support the amount of minerals he actually needed for the speed of that rush.
It looked like he started getting those gases right when that pylon got killed in the rush, where he's like, all right, I'm just going to try to get this hatch, move out.
But, he got a little bit ahead as far as economy goes, during that attack, killing off the 3rd base. So, focusing on Stalkers here, he's saying, all right, I don't know that you can really have the army to take this out. +2 with Blink, that's really cost efficient. And with a 2-base Zerg that just recently got onto 3 base, might have a very hard time holding this off, to be honest. It's a good strat. It's a good style. I like this.
Okay, he's moving out now with the Stalkers. There's one changeling once again in NaNiWa's base, by the way. I feel like the NaNiWa's not playing his best, or at least not what we're used to casting here.
All right, now Sniper has a lot of units, and some nice. Ooh, and that's it.
Yeah,
NaNiWa's going to have to walk home.
That sucks.
I mean, you can still try to do something here.
I don't even... he doesn't have that 3rd Nexus.
Yeah,
anymore, so...
Well,
this is like, actually, I can only imagine how frustrated NaNiWa is right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just going for it right now, and that is a lot of Stalkers.
And he also waited for a minute, you know what I mean? I don't think, I think that's basically...
This is a terrible spot, man, after the Nexus cancel.
Yeah.
He's playing against someone who has Burrow.
You know that moment right when he broke that is NaNiWa. I can't even imagine how frustrating that would be. It's like, oh my god. He did a build that just so happens to completely counter this. And there's no way you know it's a Nexus cancel until the Nexus is canceled.
Yeah.
And he was upgrading that beforehand.
I mean, as far as he knows, that could have been a poke back into the Tempest.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's doing a good job with the Stalkers considering. The thing is, too many Lings coming up, Infestor Tech on the way.
Yep.
And NaNiWa is like literally sitting on just +2 Blink Stalkers. He has nothing else in the works whatsoever. He has very few Stalkers even left over. And this might be the end of NaNiWa's insane Code-S run for the past 3 seasons. You know, he's still got the supply pretty close, but what I'm so afraid about is his tech. You know, he's just starting to Robo now, and by the time he has like observers and stuff like that out, we're going to have a ton of Infestors, and then Blink isn't even going to work anymore.
Yeah. Well, basically, Sniper's tech is so much healthier than NaNiWa's.
It is.
NaNiWa tried to do some sneaky Harlem Globetrotter stuff.
Yeah.
And he probably should have played more standard. It's funny because in the Heart games, it was NaNiWa being sneaky that let him win a game.
But, you know, the one thing we can say for NaNiWa is that because he's been so aggressive, Sniper's had to make so many units. He actually doesn't have a good drone count at all. So there's always the possibility, you know, sometimes people like overmake units on layer tech and Protoss just kind of comes back. And that might be what we end up seeing here. I mean, that's his chance for a victory here, is Sniper getting a little bit too aggressive. You know, doesn't have a great economy. He's only got 58 drones. NaNiWa has 62 probes, so...
Looks like this cannon's about to finish here, so we can kill that Broad Zergling, so we can finally actually make a Nexus there.
Yeah, that is so annoying. And the cannon finishes just as the Observer flies over, too, so... not even truly needed.
Alright, Link's coming in here. He may have been trying to see if after NaNiWa was moving out, if he could just try to force a cancel again. Not going to happen. Yep. I don't even think Sniper's going to attack in here. He's probably just going to wait and then take a fourth.
I think he's going to attack.
Oh, you think he is?
With this many
throw down a bunch of infested Terrans down here?
I think we're going to see mostly infested Terrans, but some bundles certain. And
all right, here we go.
With no splash damage, this could be hard. He's going to have to lay down another set of force fields to keep those Lings out. Deal with the infested Terrans first, and then the Lings, and NaNiWa should be able to hold for now.
All right, those infested Terrans finally dying off, but the Roaches and the Zerglings are still there, forcing a cancel. Actually forcing another cancel. Nice.
And you know what? NaNiWa, he's got an interesting position now. He knows there's probably basically no Infestor energy left on those Infestors. Does he try to counterpoke at all? Or does he just chill? Because he knows about the 4th base. Okay, he has an observer down there. And that's a scary thing to see. Like, the Sniper is timing that 4th base very well. He's going to keep his economy ahead of NaNiWa's no matter what NaNiWa does.
Well, no armor upgrade coming here from NaNiWa, or attack upgrade for that matter.
He's got the +3.
Oh, he's got the +3, excuse me.
You know, right now for NaNiWa, he's just getting a lot of Immortals and, you know, getting his 3rd base going.
Do you think, it looks like we got Sniper moving upward again. Do you think he's going to try this? Oh my god, he's got a lot of Infestors. Is he just going to try it one more time, throw down a bunch of infested Terrans? Because I feel like if he does that and it fails, that could be exactly what you're talking about, where this won't work this time.
Yeah, it definitely could be that. I mean, that's how we oftentimes see Zerg players lose from positions like this. They get just too caught up on their units, and he's continuing to make a lot of units, you know. But he did go up to 71 drones at least for his 4 bases. Now he's splitting up his Infestors, so we should see like a double-pronged attack. Maybe making sure all the units are staying at the 3rd, and then throw infested Terrans at the natural. That's a good way to do it. Yeah.
All right, looks like he's gearing up for an attack. By the way, Sniper just now getting maxed out. Right in the 190.
And here we go. This is going to be this double-pronged attack. There you go. The infested Terrans going up, and now the units should go over there, which means that he can hit the 3rd.
It looks like NaNiWa seems to be aware. He's actually...
Yeah, he's keeping some units there. Is that enough, though?
All right, we should see a lot of infested Terrans here.
Should see some chain bungles as well. Those units really clumped up very well.
This is a lot of infested Terrans. Everything's going to back up. He just needs to get the Nexus.
That's right. If he can get that Nexus, NaNiWa is going to have no chance here.
And he's not targeting down the Nexus yet.
Looks like he's just trying to kill anything he can at the moment.
And you see now the roaches are targeting to get it. They're starting to get it.
And it will definitely go
down. He will die, and he will run. Nice.
Losing a ton of lings, a lot of infestor energy
Not
as well.
really necessary to lose those lings.
I think from here, NaNiWa, well, he's going to remake the Nexus. Okay. Okay, you know what? Remaking this Nexus, I feel like what he's saying here is one of two things. One, no way a counterattack will work, which I kind of have to agree with him on. Or two is maybe you'll continue these attacks. And as I gain more Colossi, as I work on upgrades more, I'll do better and better against them and maybe be able to come back. But the problem is that Sniper's doing it too well. He's getting his Greater Spire right now. He's getting his 5th base right now. And he's continuing to make units, not drones.
My God, there's so many infestors.
It's 24.
This has to be one of the largest numbers of infestors.
24, man.
That's a
two
lot.
Control groups, Staceless.
This is a really cool way to play this. I really like what Sniper's doing here.
Yeah, I do too. This is nice.
But yeah, I think what NaNiWa's plan was to, well, hold on. Here we go.
Well, with the Colossus here, it's not going to be nearly as powerful. In fact, 2 Colossi. Yeah, this is...
He's going to do it anyways.
Yeah, I guess he is. I mean, that is a lot of infested Terrans, but I don't know. As your Greater Spire's about to pop, you use all your infested Terran energy? All your infested energy, rather? I feel like this is where you go defensive, just to make sure you get them out. But
this is so many infested Terrans.
It is.
He's going to break the game. The computer can't handle this, guys.
You know, the problem is there's... Oh, he got the Colossus almost! NaNiWa does micro back.
Oh, yeah, he actually got that away.
You know, I don't think he's going to get the Nexus.
Yeah, I think he is, actually. Yeah, he's going to get this infested Terrans with the graphics covering. Yeah.
Oh, my God, he just gets it.
I think NaNiWa just, yeah, I saw his hand move.
All right, well, I mean, that... I'm actually surprised he got the Nexus. I thought the Colossus were just going to barely save it, but good play by Sniper.
You notice he actually timed out bringing them all out. He's like, wait a minute, they're actually all going to melt. Colossus fire.
You know what? The NaNiWa's early game attack, it did some good damage, but I really like how Sniper dealt with it. You know, he ran around a lot of times, get the pylons, and eventually NaNiWa had to concede the attack. Even though he killed the Nexus, the hatchery, but he lost all his units. You know?
Yeah. You know, it's too bad. I feel like this is not the NaNiWa that I'm used to casting.
Well, I tell you what, man, Codex is getting harder and harder each season. Watching players go out, it's tough. Where there's always going to be awesome players going out in that first Codex spot.
Too bad. Sorry, foreign viewers who are rooting for NaNiWa. I mean, Sniper did play better. I think the real story here was heart. I think that probably put NaNiWa on tilt a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely agree. He's an emotional player. If you get him a win in that first round, I feel like he's probably going to advance. If you give him a loss, it's an uphill battle for him emotionally and in the game.
Well, I guess that leads us to our final match. We now know who's out. One more goes up, one more goes down.
Hart versus Sniper. Can Hart do it?
And, how does Hart play against, Zerg in this case? Well, we're going to find out soon after this short break. So stay tuned here at the GSL Code S.